Okay, guys, we are live now. We have tested. Now we are live in our channel. Welcome, viewers. My name is Prabha AGRAJA from IMA TV live YouTube channel from Melbourne, Australia, with our passion towards community service. And we are today to ponder over a serious issue which happened a couple of days ago in Melbourne. The entrance of Gurdwara in Australia, nestled between two Khalistan flags, and pictures of Mr. Deep Sidhu with the words "End Hindu Fascism." So this is the issue we are going to discuss, and it's more focused on the community safety. This is not against any religion. This is not against anyone personally. There is no personal attack, and we are talking about a fact about Mr. Deep Sidhu, why the picture is there, who has actually died in a car accident recently. He was accused in the violent 2021 India Republic attack on Delhi's Red Fort. So let's talk about this issue further. And our speakers in the channel for tonight are Mr. Raj Segal, the main person who reported to police and the local council from Craigieburn, and Kalpana Munde, Mr. Chandar Sharma, Harpreet Bharadwaj, Monica Raizada, Dharmesh, Rakesh Raizada, Vineet Ahuja. Each speaker will have 2 minutes to mention their point, and they can talk, they can speak. Who will be very keen to listen to the whole, we will be very keen to listen to the whole wider community. Hence, I request all of you to respect the time and give space for others to speak. Okay, over to studio now. Let's welcome Mr. Raj Saigal into the studio. Mr. Raj Saigal is here. Hello, sir.
How is you, sir?
Good,
Namaste,
sir.
Raj.
Good.
क्या हाल है, sir?
Sir, this is more of a formal TV channel style. And Mr. Vineet Sarji, you're also here. Now we are going to talk about this issue. Sir, please go ahead. Have you reported and what have you reported?
Are you asking me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir, क्या मुझे सुनाई नहीं दिया?
आप बोलिए, क्या हुआ? आप रिपोर्ट have you given the report or not? दे दिया
Yeah,
police station?
on that day we did that one, but now tomorrow, because I went to Sydney today, I just came down today, just came back from
So
Sydney.
what have you reported? And is there? Are you suspecting any community safety issues?
I don't think so. I have no idea about safety issues, so but I'm not worried about that. I'm not scared.
Because
But
the reason I'm asking this question, because it is a Guru Nanak, Guru Singh Sabha Sikh Cultural Society of Victoria. This is an
that's right. That's right.
incorporated. It is a charity organization helping so many people. There are so many disciples coming and attending prayers and all that.
Yeah,
Now, all
yeah.
of a sudden, when you see such a big layout, like a
That was
like a,
shocking, sir. That was
yeah,
shocking.
yeah,
That was
mm,
beyond. I can't explain.
mm,
But yeah, I got that picture. That banner picture on the group, and I
yeah,
wanted to make sure that this is not a morphed pic or anything.
yes,
I went there and I just saw. I made the video and I just saw, and I stopped there and called 000 straight
yes,
away.
yes,
And yeah, I waited there for I think around 20 minutes, half an hour,
right,
in front of the Gurdwara,
right.
and the cops came down from the Craigieburn police station.
Yeah.
Right.
So what did they
So
say? I mean, like, did
they
they?
said we can't go inside and talk to the people there because this is a political matter and a religious matter. So you
Correct.
better contact to the what you call the local council, which is Hume Council.
Right. Did they
So
say anything about civil court or civil matter, like a social? It's a
nothing like
social
that. Yeah,
anything.
this is what I know. The Hume Council, that the officer Janet, I spoke to Miss Janet. She
Yeah.
told me that you can go to the civil law, civil one, and defamation. That one it's like what you call. She used some proper jargon. This law thing. I'm not sure about that one.
Right.
Um, uh, what she
Yeah.
said. But she did. She took action very swiftly. Within 15-20 minutes, she sent the local officers to the spot. And
Hmm.
after I think half an hour, 45 minutes, we got the picture in the group that they removed the banners.
They
So
removed the banners. Okay.
which was very relieving. But now
So,
tomorrow we are going to the Hume Council again personally to see them, because I spoke with the Mr. Amrain, the
right.
lawyer from. So he asked me to go to maybe 10-15 guys go to the council and put some pressure. So we are taxpayer, and taxpayer money, where you are spending that taxpayer money, what they are doing
So
with that
when it
one.
comes to taxpayers, right, I mean, is there any issue with the charity organization, according to the local community? Because, we can't pinpoint an organization which is well going, it has got a very good reputation, and it is a
Yeah,
registered organization which is getting audited every year, right?
that's right,
So,
sir.
but do you feel that the funding from the charity organization has not been utilized, or maybe they might have used one of the member from their community without knowing to the public, or without knowing to the real committee?
Yeah,
Do you suspect someone might be a trespasser within their community who might have done this by spending $1,000 and putting a layout or a poster?
yeah. So to be honest, sir, I used to go to the Gurdwara
Yeah.
since this this farmer protest was going on. I stopped because I saw this Bhindrawala pictures and all stuff. I spoke to my friend that this is not right. Why you are putting this Bhindrawala picture in there? So I had an argument.
Ah,
Not in this Gurdwara, in Keysborough Gurdwara in Noble Park side, Keysborough Gurdwara, right?
ah, ah.
So then I stopped going there at all. I don't go there, and I do business. I don't have time to go every time. To the
Right.
Gurdwara and all stuff.
So,
But
yeah.
I feel, because the people who are going there, like hundreds of people, hundreds of Sikhs were going there, and they saw that, and I'm very
Mm,
it's shocked that nobody told them not to put this one. It's gonna
mm,
hurt
mm,
sentiments.
mm.
So
It
it's
is a
gonna.
religious sentiment. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not sure. But have you seen the Gurdwara? Have you seen that? Have you
Yes,
seen
yes,
this
I've been.
Craigman Gurdwara?
Yes.
So where they put those banners, it was like a hidden one. It's a hidden.
Mm, mm.
If those ones, if the where the gallery was,
It's
they
around.
where they
I
put
know it is like around the building. Yes.
around the
Where?
building, but it was hidden when someone is passing by or something. So it was hard to see that one.
Mm,
It was
mm,
hard to
mm.
see. To see those
So,
blue color Khalistanis, those
correct, correct,
small
correct,
sort of banners, and the bigger one, it was hard
correct,
to see. But yeah,
right.
when I went past and I saw that, when I made the video and I gave it to the channel NRI Herald, that video, because they
Yeah,
were not
yeah.
sure, because the guy told me they were they were denying they didn't do that,
Right.
they
Okay.
didn't have
So,
anything, or they
I mean,
didn't do anything.
exactly. So we can't really pinpoint someone has done it, but we know that there was an incident. It is a fact. You have taken the video, but
Yeah.
have you noticed who actually removed?
Sir, this is bad luck that I had to go to work, and this is my bad luck.
I
Very,
understand.
it's sad. I couldn't record that one. But the thing is, whoever we call parties, we call party who do this Guru Granth Sahib puja and all stuff. I'm definitely sure that they knew everything. Who
Hmm.
who who hung the banners there? Who who is the culprit there? Who they knew everything. They knew.
So because the way you explained, like it is around the building, and that too, they need to go to the first floor or second floor to lay
Yeah,
out that
exactly.
banner. So that
Yeah,
means someone really have got the keys, enter the
exactly,
balcony,
sir.
and
Yeah,
do it, right?
do it.
Someone has. I mean, that's the way it is looking at the moment. I know,
Yeah,
which we don't know the facts, but even though it is a civil legal matter,
yeah,
but
sure.
who is the accountable person looking into this? Is there a social worker who is actually documenting and all that?
Right, and when I was talking to the talking to 000, she asked
Yeah.
me, "Did you go inside, or you want to go inside to talk to the people, to talk to the community?" I said, "No, I won't go inside. I don't want to put my life on danger, because
Hmm.
we have seen in the past in India or somewhere, what you call in my language is बेअदबी करके किसी को मार देना, कि
Hmm.
be
Hmm.
they're gonna charge me for something. Oh, this guy came down for Bayadbi for the Guru Granth Sahib, and
I know, I know. Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
Prabha, let people in who are waiting, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, next, I think, over to you, Rakesh ji. You take it from here.
I
And
will request Vinit ji to say a few words before, and after
yeah,
that, Vinit ji, I will say.
Vinit ji, welcome to our studio. Please continue
Please
from where we left.
accept Monica also into the studio.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Monica ji is here. Yes. Perfect. Yeah. Okay.
Ji, Vinit.
Vinit ji, go ahead, sir. Continue from where we left, sir. And now
Uh,
we actually left. Who is going to document all this and who is going to take this to the lawsuit to pursue this matter as a community safety issue?
that was what I was going to say a few words on. What next? Because Rajji had done wonderful that he has made it aware to the community. We have circulated this amongst our friends, and so people are aware that something like this has happened. But this is also a fact of life that it is happening in not it has seen in one Gurdwara, but I think there is something or the other in every Gurdwara now. Um, my personal feeling is this. Okay, this is my comment. People may not like it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Bhindranwale's photograph may describe a religious leader, but by itself, Bhindranwale's photograph doesn't create terrorism. Okay, so I'm not very against them displaying that picture because that's fine. You may have a belief in that. It is the question of the language that was used on that poster that you saw. It is the misrepresentation of facts of life that was there. So, what I would like to point out is that while we are aware what has happened, we should concentrate on two things. Number one, expose the people who are doing it and where they belong from, so that the society will ostracize them themselves. And
so definitely
two,
they belong from Punjab. So there is no other question about it. They belong to Punjab.
okay, so my point is also we also know that the communities have come from all over the world. Okay, so from Malaysia, from Canada, so they are all Punjabis. I'm a Punjabi too. Okay, you are a Punjabi
Yeah, I'm
too, Rajji.
Punjabi. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Me too. Me
So
too.
I am putting this in a different form. I'm saying we need to also understand that it should, if it is going to happen in one, it will happen in another one. So the society must know who has done it so that they can be ostracized. And second thing is, what legal uh, pathways are
Actions can be
available with
taken.
us to do it, to do anything about it. Do we have a legal pathway? Because this is a freedom country and they have a freedom of speech. So do we really know what legal pathways we have to make sure that it doesn't get repeated?
Correct.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. There
so I,
must
I
be a legal pathway. Yes. Yeah, I agree with you. Let's get some views from Mr. Chandar Sharma. Chandarji.
Hi, hello everyone. I was just listening to you all, and sorry I joined a bit late. Mr. Vinit was saying the thing about some legal pathway. So uh, I think Mr. Raj is in contact with Mr. Amender Singh, who is a lawyer, and he knows everything all about the things what's going to be happen in this case. So if we could ask Mr. Amender to join this meeting, so it will help us a lot. because
That's right. If
uh,
anyone can call him or can ask him to
yeah,
join.
I can call him and send him the link, and he will join, because he can uh, discuss in details. He has all.
Please go
Uh,
ahead, sir. Please call him because this is getting
yeah,
recorded.
yeah,
You can take this video to the
What
lawsuit.
yeah,
he
yeah.
yeah, actually
Yeah.
what he told me that the first the wordings on top, what was that on the banner? I forgot. I'm
Yeah.
just and I just came
And,
from Sydney, and it was too hectic. Uh,
Mhm.
on the top,
and
what was
Hindu.
written on the banner?
End Hindu fascism. That's what it
No,
was.
no,
What?
that's the other one. Yeah, India kills Sikhs.
Yep.
Ah,
Okay,
okay, okay, okay.
which one? So they said we can't do anything about that because that's Indian politicians or Indians government's matter. We can't do anything about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
Is it
that's
the
right.
one?
yeah.
Is it the one?
Yeah, that's the one.
And
That's the one.
we should only concentrate on the thing they're using
Which
Hindu.
says end Hindu fascism. That is the
Yeah,
one we have to. He told me have to concentrate on that one. So
yeah,
he advised us to go to the Hume Council and
Hmm.
pressurize them and ask them that you are funding too much money to the gurdwaras and everything, and what they are doing. So this is
Hmm.
not right. They are spreading rumors, poison in the community, and anything
Hmm.
can happen. And it's a multicultural community in here,
Hmm.
so it
Hmm.
shouldn't be happen.
So what you're saying, what I can feel is it should be an internal complaint between within the charity organization Gurdwara committee of that particular building, so that they'll identify the person. They can bring out who has actually done it. They
Done
can
it, yeah.
apologize. This has been overlooked or whatever. If it is their own person, but if it is a trespasser, they need to find out. They need to cooperate with the Hindu Council. If Hindu Council goes to the lawsuit, the Gurdwara committee has to cooperate, saying that sorry, we don't know anything about this poster. It happened over the night.
Yeah,
I
but
think if
someone
you
went to
listen,
the roof.
yeah,
yeah.
Someone went to the roof and everything. Mr. Gaurav from NR Herald told me he contacted the committee, the Gurdwara committee, and they
Yeah,
denied everything. They denied. They
then they
just
have to
said we
cooperate.
didn't do it.
hmm.
Yes, then they have to cooperate with the lawsuit. If Hindu Council is going with a documentation, including this video today,
Yeah,
to the lawsuit, then Gurudwara committee has to endorse as a complaint, endorse as a legal notice,
right.
for the community safety. Because end
Yeah,
of the
that's
day, it's
right.
not
That's right.
about two organizations. It's
Yeah,
about we don't want another New Zealand Christchurch attack, right?
yeah,
Definitely,
exactly.
Prabhaji, what I will say, we will jot down the action items. Once we
Yeah,
listen to all the speakers,
correct.
then we can come
Yeah.
out with very many
Okay.
ideas. You can
Now,
call more.
Monica ji is also here. Madam, please welcome to our studio. Please go ahead and continue from where we stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. No, I think those who are taking initiative to raise a voice against what wrong has been done, it's really good because that is what is needed. If you see something wrong is happening and you stay quiet, I think you are doing another wrong. So to accept anything wrong, of course, you have to raise the voice. So well done, Raj, and
Thank you.
you have done. All of us know in Australia, time is so precious. We are all so time poor, but you took time to make the video to confront them. It's amazing. Hats off to
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Yeah,
we all
I was
wish.
boiling. I was boiling that day, and uh, uh, I just couldn't understand. Couldn't stand that. So I
Yeah,
was
very well done. So proud of you.
thank you.
And I think you have done it a lot of homework also you have done. You have talked to the council, you have talked to the Gurdwara committee, you have talked to
Now,
the
I haven't
lawyer.
spoken to the committee because
You haven't spoken. Okay.
now Mr. Gaurav has spoken with them, which
Okay.
they have denied everything. This banner and all. They just what you call mukar gaye ki we haven't done anything. So
Okay.
yeah.
So good. So I think next step we should do, Chandraji is gone to talk to the lawyer. Then we will have a better picture what we can do together. But we are on the right track. My suggestion is that we should make a formal complaint to the committee as well, because in Australia, if we see something wrong, the law says first thing is, what have you done? So when we send an email, there will be a something tangible to see that yes, we have taken that action, rather than when we go and talk to them in person, we won't be having any evidence then. So
Right.
that's what we can do, send a formal complaint to Gurdwara that that's what we have seen, it has happened in your premises. And Gurdwaras are very good in keeping their security cameras and all. So if they want to prove themselves that they have not done anything or they don't know about it, they can always give us access to their
Right.
videos as well, so that
Yeah.
we know that who the trespasser is.
Yeah.
Because if someone has done something wrong, first thing we should do is pinpoint who the person is and then talk to the person what's wrong. So I think we are on the right track, and
Right.
together, if we follow it up nicely in a the way we say, well civilized, a
Right.
constructive way, we will get some good result. And least we want is people are wasting their time in negative energy. What they're talking about, we don't even know who is the culprit. We are saying it was the accident, but it seems like they have ulterior motives, and they just try to find out one reason or the other to defame us. Although we always think that they are one of us, because we know that Gurujis, when they started making converting Hindus into Sikh, that was to safeguard Sikhs. And Hindu families, majority of them, they gave their elder son, to be trained and to safeguard Hindus. So we consider them as one of us. I don't know what ulterior motive these political people have, that they want to bring, divide and rule kind of policy, and
I think
creating
Amendra
this
Singh is there.
negativity.
We should
Yes.
listen to
Yeah.
him.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Good
Welcome,
evening, sir.
Amanda Singh.
Good evening, sir.
Namaste, namaste. Good evening. Welcome to our studio, sir. Please continue from where Monica Madam has mentioned a couple of points
Sir,
about.
I would add one thing. I just forgot to mention. When I asked the cops who came down to the Gurdwara on the spot, I asked them, we want to come down to the police station to lodge a complaint. So they said, we can't do anything because you have to go to the council. We will do the same thing. We have to send you to the council. They can't do anything. So we can't lodge a complaint in the police station. So we
Hmm.
have to go through to the council, the Home Council. So this
Yeah,
is
it
what
is a legal
they
matter.
told me.
Yes, it is a social safety and civil matter. Yeah, and religious, basically.
I
Yeah.
think there are various matters. I will come to that, but let us first listen from
Amrinderji.
Amreen.
Yes, all right. I just want to say a few things, just to clarify a few things from a legal perspective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that is
You
more
need to
important.
understand. You need to understand what the legal consequences or legal remedies are for different matters. Now, what you have is a poster in a private premises um, referring to a religious group. That's what you have. So, this is not a criminal offense that's being committed.
Hmm.
So that is why the police told you that they can't intervene, because on its face, there is no criminal offense. It is offensive, but it's not a criminal offense.
Hmm.
Now, the way to deal with it is that you can deal with it in a number of ways. The first thing that Raj did, he complained to the council, and if that was effective in removing the poster. Now, the other things you can do are as follows. They are a registered charity. I don't know whether you read our tweets or social media posts.
I did.
They get over $1 million in funding from the government. So we're doing some research on this, and if people are able to do further research, it'll be helpful. Someone needs to look at their constitution, their purposes, etc. And as a charity, you can't be involved in political activities as a general rule.
Right.
If they've breached their obligations under the Charities Act of Victoria, then you can make a complaint and that can be investigated. So
Fantastic.
you got to hit them where it hurts them hard. Firstly, it's the finance. So investigate whether they have breached any of the obligations under your Charities Act. Number two, they get funding from some body called multicultural or some department, multicultural department in Victoria, as I understand it. And there's a minister who's responsible. So you need to approach him,
That
not
minister.
just one person, at least 100 of you. Petition and say, look, I don't know what the procedure is there. What's the registration? Say, look, this is a registered organization, a religious organization, and it is engaging in Hinduphobia. And why should your government be funding such activities? And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, we're doing investigations, and we know that there are 4 Gurdwaras involved jointly in this.
Yes.
This is just one of them. All right, now, so you need to go to them. Then there's the federal government. I don't know whether the federal government is giving them any funding. And then there's the local council. I don't know whether the council gives them any funding. So you've got to attack all their sources of funding. Next, you got to go on social media, go to the press, go to everyone, and expose them and say, look, this is what these people are doing. So if you have Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, you've got to publicize this. So our Twitter handle, we posted this. Over 30,000 people have viewed it. So that is how people get to know about it. And the more that know, the better.
Right.
So you got to embarrass them.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, do me a favor. Can you draft a letter for me so I could sign it, and I'll get more signs, and I can go to personally go to the
Like petition.
council,
Like petition.
and
Sorry?
that will be
Petition
because we don't need I don't know those jargons in law, what terms you use. So if you draft that letter for me or email me, so I can print it out, I can sign it. And tomorrow we are thinking around 10:30 going to the council. Me and the other guy named Rohit. He lives in Craigieburn. Who clicked the picture? The next picture who clicked when the banners were removed. So he put that in the group. So we are going tomorrow. 2 of the guys.
On that point, Raj, I will seek Amendra Singh ji's view that if 10, 15 or 20 people go to council, do we have to notify police and council, or we can just go there?
So just the council.
Yeah, police has nothing to do with it.
Police won't do anything.
Okay, so we can go there. So
right,
there will be 10, 20 people easily. I will be there also.
That's right.
Yeah, assuming there's no COVID restrictions, you can go.
Yeah. So, Singh ji, you continue. Then I want to add a few more points.
Yeah, that was the gist of the main things I wanted to point out. This is just, as I said, the tip of the iceberg. This is the beginning of the battle. The reality is that this all started in Canada 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And in Canada, they're so influential, they're all the way up in the government. They're multi-million-dollar enterprises. They get money from crime. And the Canadian money is coming here. And now they're building up exactly the same thing here. So we need to nip it in the bud. We need to expose them daily. Whatever they do, we need to expose them. And the more people that know about it, the better. So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
so,
thank you. Yeah. Rakesh,
thank you. I will take a step back. Means I will go into a bit of history. Earlier, the this Sikh was not a separate Sikh religion. It was all part of one Hindu community, Sanatan community, whatever you can say, Jain, Buddha, and all. It was Britishers' policy which came in, and they started segregating from Hindus, Sikhs, Jain, Buddha, all these things. So it was their broader policy to divide and rule. Under that, they did it. As Monica has rightly pointed out, uh, Sikhism came in because to protect Hinduism. All the gurus fought for, and Hindus gave their bravest child to form an army which were called Sikhs. So they are not anybody else than others. We respect them as our elder brothers. So Sikhs are very nice people, and none other than us. We consider them one. But what has been done is, as Amen Singh ji pointed out, in Canada, this is started as Khalistani movement. That Khalistani movement is getting funding from miscreants from Canada, Britain, and now it is getting hold in Australia. So these people are taking hold. Not all the Sikh committees. I heard that even at Craigieburn, somebody resigned, not finding that things are going in right direction. So this Khalistani faction is taking control gradually. They are few in numbers, but somehow, because of funds or pressure or whatever they are doing, they are taking control. Like N. Singh pointed out, there are 4 Gurdwaras in it. Um, they are putting blatantly Bhindrawala's poster as guru, whereas he is a declared terrorist in India.
Right.
And so that is how it is happening. Uh, what we can do. So these are few, not all Sikhs are bad, like not all Muslims are bad, but most of them are terrorists. Similarly, these all are not Khalistanis, but Khalistanis are infiltrating, bringing funding, and destroying the Sikh reputation all over. So Sikh people have also to wake up that this is hitting them. It will put their bad name on them. Earlier, we used to go to Gurdwara like it is ours. Now we are fearing to go there because of all these activities. And when you see Bhindrawala, you don't feel like it is coming like you are going to a worshipping place.
So he
So,
has killed so many Hindus, sir. He has killed so
yeah,
many Hindus.
so
I
many Hindus.
personally saw the train full of blood in my
Yeah.
time. I've
Hmm.
seen that.
No, I fully agree. I fully agree. That is what I'm saying. So, what we can do is very rightly pointed out, hit them hard where first to notify all the Gurudwaras that this is not on. We notify all the lawmakers from both the sides, politicians from both the sides, in hundreds and hundreds of messages should go to them that this is a divide being created between Hindu community and other community. Hindu community is very large. Say if there will be 200 Hindus, there will be 26. That is the proportion. But these 20 are destroying that fabric.
The name. Yeah.
Sir, all of a sudden I received something from Australian Hindu social media, and this
Yeah.
is the picture, which is talking about the charity and the total income and
Yeah.
total gross income from the grants, right?
This
So
is
this
what
Yeah.
is
Amrendra sir tweeted. This is what
So,
the
somebody.
it's been tweeted.
yeah.
Oh, okay,
So
okay, good.
that is what I'm saying. That our taxpayers' money is going to fund such people. So that we have to raise to multicultural minister who coincidentally hails from the same constituency. So we don't
Uh,
want divide by Khalistanis on these lines. We are peace loving people,
Right.
and this is a national security risk.
That's right.
Yeah, and
Right.
this resurgence of Jarnail Singh Bhindrawala's image in Gurdwara Sikh temple shows aspirations of Khalistan movement. Yeah,
Sir,
so
the funny thing is,
Yeah.
What now I've seen that one. They're saying now Shahid Deep Sidhu.
Hmm.
What
What
is a joke?
what a joke.
Shahid
He
Shahid.
died with his girlfriend with intoxicated, lot
Yeah,
of liquor
Yeah,
in his blood.
yeah,
liquor in
that's
his.
a
Yeah,
non-issue.
that's right.
That's a non-issue. That's just a side issue that just
Yeah,
to divert attention. It's got
yeah,
no merit. What they're saying.
yeah, yeah.
But I have
No
seen one
merit, but
thing.
propaganda. Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm sorry to say that, but if we stay quiet and these propagandists, these people who are, doing all this propaganda, they keep on saying the wrong thing again and again, then because we don't tell the truth, people start believing in what they see.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's the sad
I'm
part.
giving you an
As Raj
example.
said,
Yeah.
I was
Nine-
saved by half an hour from being killed. I was traveling from Chandigarh to Pathankot, and near Hoshiarpur, there was one bus which from all the Hindus were killed in that. And until we reached, because we didn't have mobile phones at that time,
What year,
my relatives were
ma'am?
family
What
was
year?
scared that it could be
What year
us.
you are? What year was?
That is an interesting question. I have to check what year was it. I was in college at that time.
It might be
Uh,
before 84. That was
yes, yes, yes.
I
It
think
was before Blue Star
84 is
operation.
nearly
Yes,
in 80s. Something I've
yes,
seen.
Yeah, yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
those ones
yes, yes.
when
That's right.
KPS Gill took over everything, and when he was
Yes,
getting all the
exactly.
terrorists.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So it
Must
must
be
be 83,
around 84,
83.
85,
Yeah,
86. Yeah. Hmm.
yeah. So that's, we have seen that. We lived in Mohali. We had to sell our house. My dad had to sell his house in Peanuts
At throwaway price.
because we were told that you are on hit list, and we are three sisters. So dad said it's better that we sell the house and move from here because we were told from
This is what
very in
Hindus are keep
confidence.
on doing, leaving
Yeah, and
country,
we just
living.
stay quiet. We
Yeah.
Wrong things have happened. We just stay quiet,
Yeah,
and
you,
we have to pay the price then
Any
for staying
anything
quiet.
anything 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 else we can ask from Mr. Aminder Singh, because I think he was
His
just,
time is valuable.
we
Yeah.
give him very super short notice. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Just send me the
Anything
draft,
we can.
please. If you could send me a draft, that would be great. Because
yeah.
So among the
I'll
list of
message you my
things,
email ID
hmm.
or something. If you can send me
No,
the
no,
draft. So,
Raj, what I'm trying to say, even a better idea with Amren Singh's help, apart from the, we can draft letter to be issued to the politicians. We can
right.
have petition type of thing, which
Yeah.
you can get signed not only physically, but we can do online petition, which should be signed by all the Hindus, thousands and lakhs of Hindus across,
Yeah.
so that
Correct.
that will make a big difference to the politicians, and they will listen then when there is a large number backing behind such letters and petitions.
Correct.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's a good idea.
Thank you. And
So
if you can stay well and good, Amen
I
Singh,
think
otherwise,
there is.
yes,
Is there
Vinay.
anything else we have not covered? Any action items to take home? Please go ahead. Otherwise, we'll finish in next 5 minutes. Yeah.
I think Vinith
The
wanted to say
point
something.
of, yeah, the
Vinit sir, boli.
point of objection has to come from society, from within. Can't hear me?
Yeah. Now it's
Now
okay.
we can.
I'm speaking. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
now
One
we
aspect
can.
must be one aspect we must remember is this: the society must control it from within.
Hmm.
So the petition is not only a Hindu petition; it is also a humanity petition. So there is, let everybody
yes,
sign it. So we should not be only saying
yes.
the Hindus should sign it. Number one is there will be
No, no, no.
lot of
No,
Sikhs
nowhere I'm
also
saying. Hmm.
who are not very happy with this. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah.
So that's one point. Second, point out that we are contributing money into these gurdwaras too.
Yes.
I
Well, that,
So
stopped,
they
that
are
sir.
getting
has to
money
stop.
from
I
donation
stopped.
from us. हम
That
जाते
has
हैं
to
तो
stop.
Directly and
so
indirectly.
we stop that.
That has to stop. I don't know why people
We have to
keep
stop
doing it.
giving money into the gurdwaras.
Stop.
Yeah.
100%. 50,
Yeah.
50% of their money comes from Hindus.
So
That's
Yeah.
right.
correct. So let us also put that in that letter. From henceforth, no Hindu will put or nobody should put money
No, no,
into
no.
this to
No, no, no.
feed this.
No, we can't say that publicly, but tell all Hindus
Hmm.
that these places are used to fund terror. There's going to be
Hmm.
terrorism here, and it's a matter
But
of
why
time.
can't we say it? But why can't we
So
say it publicly also?
that will be
Because
defamation. They can charge us
No,
to say
no,
no.
no,
this
no.
one. We
Viniji,
can't
let
say
us
that.
All
follow the.
Tactically, you shouldn't say things like this in public. There's some things you say in public. There's some things you say in private.
Correct. Sir, this is a public forum. What local public is watching this, so make sure we are within the limits of, it's all about humanity, as Vinitji said, and it's about the community safety because we don't want,
Humanity, community, and safety, definitely. And that
correct,
is what
because we
we're
don't
doing.
want two organizations to fight or two religions to fight. We don't want that to happen, right? Because we are
no,
in
that is
diversity.
the point. Yeah, it is not everybody is creating this issue. So we should bring them in. If they were, they would not have taken down the banner from Khalistan Gurdwara. So it is some idiot did it, and others took it down. Now they don't have
No,
guts
no,
to
no,
come
no,
up
no,
and
no,
say that's a
no,
different
no.
thing.
They only took it down when Raj went and complained. We're still there.
Correct. But still, they took it down.
They didn't do
And
it voluntarily.
after, let me tell you, Viniji, they are so daring that 19th and 20th, it happened when the banner was put down. 21st, from Tarnit Gurudwara to Krabigan, there was a procession by Khalistanis
What?
with the swords and all those. They walked and drove from Tarnit to Kragiban. So these are all their pictures are there. We can show them what is government, why government is sleeping just for the
I've
vote.
seen the
Okay.
T-shirts
That's a
making
good
swords
evidence.
and written Khalistan in between. Then
Yeah, yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen the
yeah,
With the
T-shirts.
name of the Gurdwara, with the name of the Gurdwara there.
yeah, yeah. So even 26th January they allow Khalistanis to parade in the 26th January parade. So all these issues we should take up. What you are doing, you are friendly country with India.
Yep.
So we note down all the points, take it to Amen Singh ji. He know from legal bent of mind, he can draft a letter which can't be challenged as such. But we approach number one, all the politicians from both the sides, all the councils from both the sides, VMC and multicultural minister in particular, and also to the ACNC who approves these charities. This is against charity. They are engaging in such thing which is not as per the charity law and not for profit organization. All these things which can be challenged, we take it up.
All right. Thank you. Can I leave now?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amin.
I
Yeah,
think
I
we
think
are.
we
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Minder.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So
Minderji.
we'll conclude,
Thank you,
right?
Minderji.
Rakeshji, are we concluding?
Yeah, we conclude by condemning such displays of separatist emotions that aim to
Yeah.
inflict an emblematic re-emergence of Khalistan, a Sikh secessionist movement. We stand with the entire Sikh community who focus on peace and goodwill, but vehemently oppose religious organization groups and their representatives who fuel communal tensions in peaceful Victoria and multicultural Australia at large.
Perfect. So that's all with this, and we are concluding this open discussion about the topic. Um, and this video record, will be produced in the lawsuit for all the legal purposes. Thank you
But
so much.
tomorrow I'm going
Yes.
to the council. Tomorrow I'm going
What
to the
time you are
council.
going?
Uh,
So we can also be
so
join you.
around 10:30. Sir, I'll message you on WhatsApp
Yeah.
and I'll confirm I'm not.
No,
So
I think these things we'll take it offline. Let's
Yeah.
conclude this. All
sure.
right.
Yes.
Okay.
Good night.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
yes, and that's
Good night.
it. Subharatri,
Thank you.
and I'm
Good night.
ending this broadcast.
Thank you all for joining.